Loosely based on the comic storyline of the same name, X-Men Days of Future Past finds the original X-Men living in a dystopian future where the Sentinels have practically wiped out mutant kind. The only way for the X-Men to survive is to send one of their own back in time telepathically to stop the assassination that paved the way for the creation of the Sentinels and the resulting Holocaust. Wolverine, with his recuperative powers, is the man for the job. Waking up in his younger body in 1973, Logan seeks out the young Xavier, who is a shell of the man we met in X-Men First Class. Accompanied by Beast and Magneto, Wolverine and Xavier must race against time to stop Mystique's mission and prevent the X-Men of the future from being exterminated. This is a story with a lot of moving parts, so it's a credit to the filmmakers that they balance all those elements with relatively little confusion. However, the movie does get a bit repetitive with all of its "we need to change the future" explanations. As with the best Star Trek movies, Days of Future Past gives each of its core crew of characters something important to do. It's actually pretty clever how it manages to make its biggest stars, particularly Jennifer Lawrence, integral to the plot. Xavier's arc from self-pity to the hopeful leader embodied by Patrick Stewart is moving, but it's not all grim here. Days of Future Past is also pretty amusing at times, with some of the humor stemming from Logan's Back to the Future style scenario. The biggest surprise is the much-hated Quicksilver. Yes, Quicksilver's not only awesome here, but he pretty much steals the show at one point. On the other hand, Bolivar Trask never manages to be that compelling a villain, despite the huge stakes hinging on his survival. The action sequences are all pretty sweet, from the opening scene of the future X-Men battling the Sentinels to the climactic battle in Washington. But the standout set piece is the Pentagon prison break sequence, where Quicksilver does his thing. It's a real crowd pleaser. Is Days of Future Past a game changer for comic book movies the way Dark Knight and Captain America 2 were? No, but it's an ambitious and entertaining epic that completes the mission of redeeming the tarnished X-Men franchise, a mission begun by First Class and continued by the Wolverine. Days of Future Past allows for the series to be reset while raising many big questions about how that might be accomplished. If nothing else, X-Men Days of Future Past is the biggest and best X-Men movie since X2.